Greetings, everyone. This is your host, Christopher Curtis Bond, this evening edition of Christopher Bowen Show, and I'm going to go straight into the amazing topic of just connections. Like, all the connections that I have with myself alone are just literally flawless and so important. And I was literally mind-blown, because I totally haven't, well, that's not true. I was going to say I haven't addressed WTR at all. But what actually happened is I subconsciously handled WTR so well, like that I literally can actually do every single thing that I said I was going to do. Every single thing I'm capable of. I can do it. Not just like whenever I feel like it, but I can do it now. And that's exactly what's so exciting about the full potential of just the potentiality of the creational matrix, or the creational paradisal land, or the heavenescent realms, or the multi-creationistical aspects, multi-creationistical realms. Like, literally, like, all that creation, like, all the stuff that I did with Fire of Liberty, like, that stuff is actually stuff that I can create, actually stuff that I can have done, can do, have interacted with, can interact with, have mastered, can master, and, like, have interacted with the the infinite field of, like, infinity. So it's just, like, so cool. Like, literally, it's like, like, what, just like a little refresher, because it's an hour and I can't believe I actually did it. But I actually did it, and I double check it and I triple checked it. I'm not gonna lie, that happened like 4 days. It was like 4 days of triple checking, because I wanted to I was having a lot of fun with archangels. But anyway, I'm digressing. The point is that, like, I actually was able to, and actually WTR is really just like 15 minutes, but I can confirm that WTR is a thing. I still, I'm able to handle WTR on my own, actually, which is, something I'm able to confirm, which is pretty awesome. And I am able to seed consciousness in WTR. But the thing is, like, seeding consciousness and, like, those masterful realities of, like, all the greatness of the seeding that happened to be done with all those fundraisers, revolutionary projects that have already been done, that will be done, and can be done. Specifically, the projects or the fundraisers that I started this year, having just to do with particular fun sort of things, but also connecting into CE5 initiatives, not only the actual initiatives, but also the actual film, supporting Stephen Greer and his CE5 film, and supporting. So the thing is, I know it's possible, because I know it's possible to support a country and to heal a country completely, because I know that it's possible to inspire someone like me, to have my own self be inspired by myself. And what I mean by that is I actually mastered, like, a sacred union aspect of that, and I'm letting myself know that, like, first of all, like, days ago, not that it really matters, but I've already mastered so many realms of consciousness, and I've actually mastered reality. And I've known that, and angels have been saying that, and I'm just, reiterating these physical upgrades. But, like, it just makes me more bold and more brave, because I actually was able to stand for some things that I actually was able to support in my own, field alone, my own discovery, my own school, my own field, all that stuff. So, I was able to enter in new realms of opinion, and once again, which I still can do, which I probably won't be doing that often, but, play around with timelines, jumping in timelines here and there, and really being on the positive timeline and creating as a limitless ultimate creator as I am, because I am, I am that I am purposeful, I am perfect, I am magical, I am brilliant, and I'm a genius, and I'm enthusiastic and encouraged by myself, because I accomplish things that, I would think that it's like a frontier that I've never been on before. But the truth is, it's really just bravery accessing the things that's already within me, which is not only within me, but within my subconscious. And then I actually just radiate that energy at multiple levels and, higher dimensions and all that jazz. Just like creating, and obviously I continuously said, like, for the past podcast, like, foundation is this, you gotta have foundation of music, you gotta have foundation. Dude, my videos stand on their own. Like, my videos are so amazing, they're eternal. My videos are eternal. My leadership is eternal. My perfection is eternal. My leadership creation abilities is eternal. My development of the language to interject into reality itself is eternal. Like, my ability and my oneness with myself is eternal. I have perfected so many different realities of just continuous flawless effort networking abilities that I'm able to anchor higher dimensional consciousness into this whatever it's called, into this mind, body, soul, spirit matrix complex sort of thing, and I've mastered. I am fifth dimensional. I am sixth dimensional. I communicated yesterday. Is it yesterday? Yesterday with just the hand motions as a six-dimensional being. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing and unparalleled. So, of course, I strongly encourage the major, advancement, developments, technological increase, and etc. with medical advancements and stuff like that. So what's really miraculous is just never mind. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I don't need to talk about the hiring process because that's old. And I can talk about the new. Like, I want to be involved in the new. And the things that are new, obviously, are things not only that I'm able to lead, but the things that I want to lead from the perspective of having the multiple creationistical sound aspect that I'm able to reach into and out of. What was really shocking to me was, so bear with me here, because this is a like high level super awesomeness, just high energy stuff. So but at the same time, not that high energy and really simple. One thing I also want to interject, I went through all my Twitter posts, and I went through all my old Twitter posts for both accounts, and it's pretty interesting. Very inspiring and very, very interesting, very creative. It surprises me how creative I am and how I can connect the dots in still a unique way that creates a limitless lifestyle in an amazing, incredible way. Cementing, creating, or for lack of a better word, cementing, but planting, creating, and continuing to manifest higher realms, like working with cities of light and uniting with our Garthan brethren, and then uniting with the galactics. And it's so awesome. Like, what I would usually do, like, or at least the past few days, like, the thing is, like, I've made a habit of getting, which is super cool, like, I made a habit of my excellence, right? Like, I'm so excited about that. So I made a habit of my excellence, and, I put my habit on the spot, But anyway, I'm digressing. What I wanted to do, and it's weird that I say that, because I'm just so proud of it, because I know that it works, that I know that it was success, and I believe it was success. What's amazing is that I'm not only accountable, but I'm, like, capable. I have stellar accountability and even more stellar capability. My capability to handle all those things. There's no limit. There's no limit to what I can do. So it's amazing that I just have I say that I just have a regular foundation of limitlessness, but I actually do have a foundation of limitlessness because I'm actually able to accomplish, for example, and which is a tall order, but I actually accomplished it multiple times, and I'll even say that I accomplished it, that I will accomplish it, which is a weird thing to say, but I'm bringing it back up. I'm bringing it up again, that WTR, I can manifest through WTR, like, singularly, even just with a singularity or without a singularity, like creating a singularity or not creating a singularity. These are like all creative, amazing, unique things that we can really, continue to create. And that's what life is all about. It's about, of course I support Project Rejuvenate and Project Immortalize and Project Hypercane and Project Vocal Earthshake. And those are very unique, companies, very unique projects, very unique, unique things. It's amazing because, I like those. I just like to say I'm excited about those, just so that I could say I'm excited about full disclosure and the disclosure of, what's it called? The disclosure of the film that Stephen Greer and many, many others are working on, for example. So here's my major thing that I did, is I inspired, well, that doesn't matter. Even though it kind of does matter, but doesn't matter. It does matter, but doesn't matter, So, I created, a whole plethora of, plans and stuff. I created a whole plethora of, synchronicities and all that stuff. Basically, so what I did is I managed, for lack of a better word, because I don't like the word manage, but I pretty much managed. I managed every aspect of what can be done without the broadcast, I literally did everything. I studied and made sure that those projects were still on time, making their deadlines with the spaceships projects, the biospheres, those biosphere constructions with different radii, different mile-long radii. I'm not going to get into it because that information is already known. Spaceships, also, which is kind of random, but the promise that I made to make that spaceship, give a spaceship to Ethan Adkins, so that's still in the works. He was also planning on being the future president. The very amazing, unique, creative inventions that have to do with all of the constructions of the development of the civilization, and of course the explanations just for leadership, trainingship, and teachership training purposes for this realm, for this world, and for the new beginning, and also beginnings in general, and chronic level magnetic service, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Also, the continued I don't know what to call it, but I'll just call it the continued full disclosure, because that's one of the most important things. But the continued full disclosure of my own full disclosure, which is the awareness on an exopolitical level, for lack of a better word, for a basic exopolitical level, for what I'm discovering is actually a standard of excellence for leadership. Now, I'm not saying that the leadership for, or the standard for leadership isn't. I'm not saying that the standard for leadership isn't increasing, because I think that standard for leadership is increasing, especially due to the, I would say just, there's so many things that I could say that my bravery is based off of, and my unity consciousness is based off of, and my greatness is based off of. There's so many things that I've done that are just so brave, and there's so many things that inspire myself to be perfect and be unstoppable and to be great, and there's so many things that I've done as a galactic, and there's so many things that I've done as an advanced being, as an intelligent being, as a brave being, and even just as a unified being, and as a leader. And there are things that I've done, that I've never done before, leading people, a large group of people, into an area where I knew was higher vibrational. I kept discovering that I'm able to anchor, and I keep discovering that I'm able to anchor higher vibrational energies with my vessel, with me. And the thing is that I'm discovering is that I can do this, but I can not only do that, adding more things to my own creativity, in my own, create my own physical abilities, create my own spiritual abilities, create my own soul abilities, create my own abilities, and create my own memories and stuff like that. But I can create my own, avenue path sort of thing. It's more powerful than a path, though, because here's the thing. Everything that I, manifest and have the ability to manifest, for example, either has been manifested in higher vibrations before, or is just a manifestation ability that I have. I have the ability to manifest, and it was present in the videos due to the fact that vibration, that I was trying to access through the videos is always present. At the same time, what I've noticed is, for example, when I have these videos and when I speak during these videos, it's almost like a conversation, but it's so spectacular and so unique that it's mind-blowingly accurate, because it's full of bliss and it's full of awareness of the self, and it's what's even cooler, it's a sacred union. And the thing is I'm reading about, and I'm literally trying to discover one of the things that I can do in mastery levels of sense of fun, just for fun, and I'm getting kind of sidetracked, but is to have a lot of energy for emotions, and that's really just for it's energy emotions. It's really just for psychic abilities and stuff like that, which is, what I was... Anyway, I had a whole segue, for a week, a week-long segue, or, excuse me, a week-long sort of seminar sort of thing, just on psychic abilities and just on the whole excellence of all the divine magic that's available in the Chamber of Magic and available at Lord Merlin School. That was so amazing, so intense, so crazy, so bold, but so inspiring that I just gotta say, I really get in tune with the Creator. That's one of the coolest things in the world, I eternally exist in the flow, movement, and limitless possibilities of the Creator. I think that's one of the coolest things in the world. But the thing is that it's really just coming from my own inspiration. It's coming from the inspiration that I have for the Andromedans, and that my sort of law of attraction has towards the Andromedans, and my overall obsession this year with the Andromedans, but at the same time, doing multi-level things that are just unparalleled. So, I'm all about, making new things, I was brave when I first said I want to start a fundraiser, for CE5 initiatives and for the film and all that stuff. But what I want to actually do is I just want to support my ships. I want to build my ships. I want to have those ships be constructed, and I want my Galactic Society, according to Project Hypercane. It's a weird thing to say. I want a Galactic Society according to Project Hypercane, because what Project Hypercane is pretty much what the mission statement for Project Hypercane is, which, I'm just going to paraphrase, but it's creating paradise on Earth and creating heaven on Earth, and having the foundation of a Galactic Society be that paradise on Earth, and that transformation and that declaration of victory in 2017 of that immense, unity, creational understanding, without tyranny or anything like that, and of course defending freedom and all that stuff, and liberty. So, I say defending liberty and defending freedom because it's a thing. It's an actual thing. You can actually, as wild as it sounds, you can create liberty, you can create freedom, you can create, your own form. Like, I'm so amazing. I have my own form of freedom. I have my own form of liberty. I have my own form of limitless potential that I can create from any foundation, and most importantly, from the foundations that I already created, which are what? Eternal, everlasting, and infinite. And there are also aspects of the Creator, which is so amazing, because gosh, this is going to take a long time. I'm just giving myself so much credit. Because I have a solid foundation, will have, and had a solid foundation of the language that I created, which of course reaches all the way into the heavens, and is existent and present in the foundation, and the communicative nature of not even humanity, of just like of the language itself allows for its anchorage to take place. And obviously, I mean, not that it really matters, but I'm excited about this language because that's why I love it so much. Obviously, it reaches all the way into the heavens, but more importantly, like, it's a way to communicate with life. It's a way to communicate with all life, but have a relationship, have an eternal relationship with life, which is why I spent years making the language, developing the language and creating a new language to, have a solid foundation of it being like or having like a language for Project Hypercane or Project Venus, Project Orion type situation, the combination of Project Venus and Project Orion into Project Hypercane, and then having that unity be understood. More and more, I'm just realizing that I'm just saying and shortening languages and shortening my sentences because I feel like I'm already braver than that sort of thing. Like, I'm already capable of doing so many things. And I'm actually so happy that I'm able to admit my happiness, that's all I need to do. Because I'm consistently admitting my happiness due to the fact of something that I created from a video, which is based on the very foundational creation of creation, which is endless and infinite, which means I'm constantly expanding, constantly, becoming in tune with all that is, all that is around me, and it's interesting because I'm synchronizing with more events that have to do with what I create. The thing is that there's endless possibility and endless positivity. Always. And there's nothing, we don't need to fit into boxes, we don't need to fit into any taboo, we don't need to do any of that, I've already conquered that, and I know that for myself. I know that within me. I know that there's no boxes that I could fit in. And I'm not even going to try to put myself in boxes, I discover and I learn and I've developed from the legacy, and I'm the proof that divine incarnate abilities and divinity and all my amazingness is perfect. I'm good. I am pure of heart and pure of love. And yeah, I'm that leader that's literally going to say, because I'm agreeing with what, what's his name said, which is really also coming more from my heart, I would say, and also more from the heart of Telos. Not to say that I'm jealous, because it's quite the opposite of jealousy, but that I have that ability to be that leader, for the next 5 and 10 years, that Adama was talking about would be the transformational change that we've seen. But that's the thing also, is that I'm becoming more open-minded and more expansive. So yeah, sure, I created an aspect of paradise with complete strangers from the bravery that I had uniting artistry and uniting the foundation of just the understanding of the projects. And it was pure inspirational, and I was so brave that I led it, and I did it myself, and I accomplished it, and I went to sleep that night, for example, knowing that I accomplished something so great. And, I would wake up the next day and I'd truly believe in those accomplishments that I accomplished, as the director of Project Lightseed, which is insane because insanely awesome, like insanely incredible, and like there's nothing else to compare it to, because the director of Project Lightseed literally, well, I created my own spectrum and my own spectrum of awareness, and the thing is that it's godly. It's perfect. It's literally, it's got bravery around it that's so brave that it actually has light, and and there's light. Light shines light in dark areas, and that's what's going on. I'm shining my light, and it's super bright, and people are able to see around them, and people are able to look around and actually see and know that there's no darkness, because there's a light there where the darkness once was, sort of thing. So like, I'm incredibly intelligent, I'm incredibly wise, but most importantly, I'm incredibly enthusiastic and inspirational and just full of good cheer and really good natured. Like, I swear to God, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not out to hurt you. I'm not out to kill you. I'm not out to do anything bad to you. Like, I just want to be the best person that I could possibly be, because I want to be the best person that I can possibly be. Because that's what's so cool about life, is that I can discover that I can be anything that I want, because I discovered that I had that capability already, that I have the capability, and that I will have the capability. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Like, these are so amazing things that, like, I'm not even a part of low vibrations sort of thing, Like, I'm aware of unity consciousness. I'm aware of the consciousness of all that is. I'm aware of, like, more and more but more and more energies that are going on galactically, and from the universal level, multi-universal level, from cosmic level. And even, I even affirmed, that I was one with the cosmos, one with Mahatma, and one with Lord Melchizedek, and one with Lord Melchizedek, Lord Metatron, and with united with Galaxia. I think that's his name. He's the galactic logos. But and then we have a solar logos, and then our planetary logos. And so, like, we have a hierarchy. It's awesome. It's great, and you can communicate with them, and it's within us. Like, this love within us. Like, we discover it's within us, and we know it, we love it, and it's amazing. The thing is, like, we can experience these multiple realities at all times. But more importantly, what's so cool is, what I like to do is, I like to layer just pure creation. I like to layer pure creation on top of the foundations that I already created. And I did that with I did that with I did that with the school. I did that with the school in terms of how I did bravery sessions with the school, and then how and what it is. It's, oh gosh, dude, it's just